Welcome to Sports Court. I'm Tamara Holder. Well, if someone you know is planning a birthday party for your kid or their kid, complete with balloons, cake, maybe some games, you should reconsider after you hear this. Former NHL star Grant Ledyard and his wife are being sued by a young woman who lost her tooth after she was hit by a little kid with a plastic golf club at their son's birthday party 12 years ago. Yes, that's right. This happened 12 years ago. Joining me in studio to break down this lawsuit is attorney Domenic Romano. Welcome.
So this is a case of the backswing backlash.
Yes.
So under the New York statutes, interestingly enough, a golf club, whether it's plastic or a regular golf club, is classified as a dangerous instrument. It's a dangerous weapon. In this case, it'll all come down to whether the parents of the girl in question had failed to properly supervise the children.
So that's what I was going to ask you about, just to kind of give you a little, or give our viewers some facts. She was 11 at the time. The boy that did this was 4. It was an 11-year-old birthday party for an 11-year-old. They rented this golf game. It was Velcro balls. It was a Velcro wall. And the kid took a backswing, apparently, and she walked behind it. Now, her allegation is that they failed to supervise. So my question is this. Parents that are having birthday parties for their kids, how do you watch? How do you supervise everybody in the backyard?
Well, one thing to keep in mind, there are 4 elements that have to be shown here. Number 1, that the parents had the responsibility. In this case, if you're hosting a birthday party, you have the responsibility for the safety of the children. The second thing is that...
But there's no implied risk. You send your kid off to a party, and there are going to be games. We're not talking about a piñata and a wooden bat. We're talking about a plastic club.
It's still a club, right? And in this case, it hit the girl in the mouth, and she suffered serious. She had 53 dental appointments and couldn't play certain wind instruments that she wanted to play, suffered bullying and emotional distress. So in a nutshell, you need that responsibility. You need to take responsibility. Secondly, to succeed, the parents of the girl now, herself, needs to show that there was causation, that the swing itself was the cause of her injuries, that there was a failure to properly supervise, and that the injury was foreseeable. So just like a piñata, that the parents could have known or should have known that it's likely to cause injury if they prevented people in the line of the backswing from walking behind the boy. At the end of the day, what some people don't realize is a minor has 3 years from their 18th birthday to bring a suit. So
that's how it just came.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me ask you this. You brought up the point that she went to the dentist 53 times and she had damage. I get that. She says that her injury is a disability. However, she played field hockey. She was the goalie of a field hockey team in college just a few years ago. Isn't that some kind of mitigation? How is it that when you get injured at a party, now all of a sudden you have a disability? Is this what America's coming to?
That's a great question. It doesn't have to be a complete disability. It could be a partial disability. She was obviously prevented from enjoying...
From playing an instrument? I mean, come on.
Well,
so let me ask you about this.
She was bullied. Of course, these are allegations. It would have to be proved. You would have to prove those 4 elements.
She was bullied, and that's another thing. She said that she was picked on by the basketball team one time. It just seems like it's stretching a little bit. So I want to ask you this. What do you say to parents? You're a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. I don't know how to advise parents. I don't have kids yet, but I'm afraid.
Good question. So let's remember 2 things. Number 1, it's not a hole-in-one, right? It's not a slam dunk. It's not for sure that this woman now, who's over 20, is going to win for something that happened in 2003.
But if the judges allowed it to go forward, and they still had to pay their lawyers to defend the case.
Right. But coming back to your question, what should parents do? Hey, use common sense. If you're going to be swinging objects around, whether they're a piñata or plastic baseball bat, make sure no one's in the line of the backswing. Keep an eye on your children. Have someone there watching them. Because even if you're likely to win, even if the Ledyards will win, it's costly, it's distracting, it's bad publicity. Who needs that? Keep an eye on your child.
All right. And all children at the party, watch for all of them.
Look out.
Thank you all for watching. Sports Court is adjourned.